For hole 1, we're going to be using our sniper, and you're going to be playing with sniper 8 max numbers. So we're going to be playing with a plus 25% over adjustment of our shot with sniper 8 numbers. 3 bars of right spin, 0.2 top spin, and your white ring is going to be touching the rough line. Your third bounce is going to be on the dark row on the edge of it, and your tip of your ball guide is going to be tracing into the light green square. So again, we're going to be playing with sniper 8 numbers with a plus 25% over adjustment of your shot. You're then going to slightly pull at a 1201 pull angle and then take a normal shot. Again, we are going to be playing with sniper 8 max numbers with a plus 25% over adjustment of our shot. 3 right spin, 0.2 top spin, basically a sliver of top spin. Your white ring is going to be touching the rough line, and your third bounce is going to be on the line of the dark row, and your tip of your ball guide tracing to the light green square. Adjust your shot with a plus 25% over adjustment with sniper 8 numbers and pull at a 1201 pull angle. For hole 2, there are 2 ways if you have an APOC. With an APOC 5, you're going to use a Titan. You're going to do max top spin with 1 bar to 2 bars of left spin, depending on how you would like to go. You're going to push up, line your ball guide with the pin, and then you're going to adjust with a plus 20% over adjustment of your shot, and then you're going to push up for 4 rings. With this elevation change, I am trying to make the hole-in-one. So you can still use the 15% elevation. It still works the same. I'm just trying to push it a little bit more. But again, with the APOC 5 and 6, you're going to be pushing up 4 rings, and then you're going to take a normal shot. With an APOC 6, you're going to use all but 1 top spin for this shot. So again, you're going to use, with an APOC 5, full top spin, 1 to 2 bars of left spin, adjust with a max distance of plus 20% over adjustment, and then push up for 4 rings. So again, here we go with an APOC 4. So if you do not have an APOC 5, you're going to use a Titan as well. You're going to use max top spin, 1 to 2 bars of left spin, it is up to you. You're going to aim your ball guide at the pin, and then you're going to adjust with a plus 20% over adjustment of your shot. Here, you're basically going to push up to max. Now, when you push up to max, notice how many rings of overpower you need to go into. So here, I'm going about 2 to 3 rings of overpower, so you will have to use a little bit of overpower on this shot. So when I go to take my shot, I use a tiny amount of overpower, and you come in really well on this shot. So I prefer this shot. You can use a Zerk, but I'm trying to save them. So this kind of saves you with the having to play with a power 4 or a power 5 ball. So again, play with a plus 20% over adjustment of your shot and then push up. On Thursday morning's pro stream, we made a couple minor tweaks on hole 3. With any driver that you are using, you're going to be using 2 left spin with 4.5 top spin. This goes with the extra mile as well. You're going to stretch your ball guide out so that it's just to the right of the rough line. Then let your ball guide drop, and then you're going to basically over adjust your shot with a plus 10% over adjustment at maximum distance of your club. Do not push up to max. We are trying to lay up here, so that's one thing we have changed. We are not pushing up to max. You will then do right curl to where the right side of your ball is over the right side of your edge, and you're just going to take a normal shot, no overpower needed. So we are trying to lay up to get into max distance with our sniper. If you have a sniper 8, this is going to work out well. It's going to be different with a sniper 10 and sniper 9. You will be playing with sniper 8 numbers on your second shot. So here I'm going to go with my sniper 10 to the plus 5 yard mark. and I'm going to use Sniper 8 max numbers with a plus 30% over adjustment of my shot. You do want to use a half a bar to a bar of right spin, and your backspin is going to be as much as needed to be 1 square short of the hole. Line your ball guide up to the hole, and then you're going to adjust at a straight as possible pull angle with a plus 30% over adjustment with Sniper 8 max numbers. So if you have a Sniper 10, you will be at the plus 5 yard mark, and a Sniper 9, you will be at the plus 7 yard mark. So again, it's plus 5 with the Sniper 10 and plus 7 with a Sniper 9. If you're using the extra mile, you will use 2 rings of overpower on your drive. So again, for the drive, we are going to be playing with 2 left spin and 4.5 top spin, no matter what driver you are using. If you are using an extra mile or an APOC, you will then stretch out your ball guide so that you are to the right of the rough line, and then let your ball guide drop back down. You're going to over adjust your shot with a plus 10% over adjustment at max distance of your club, and you will not push up your shot. You will then do right curl to where the right of your ball is to the right edge of the ring, and you're going to take a normal shot. Do not use overpower on this shot. Again, we are trying to lay up for our second shot. If you're using the extra mile, you're going to be using about 2 rings of overpower. For the second shot, you're going to be at max distance with a Sniper 8. You'll be at the plus 5 yard mark with a Sniper 10 and the plus 7 yard mark with a Sniper 9. You're going to use at least a half a bar of right spin, and your backspin will be dependent on how far up and far back you are. You basically want to use about a half a bar to a bar of backspin. You will then aim your ball guide at the hole, and then you're going to over adjust your shot with Sniper 8 max numbers with a plus 30% over adjustment of your shot. So again, we are trying to get around that little mound hill. That's why we are using the right spin. So again, you're going to use a little bit of right spin, a half a bar to a bar, and backspin so you're about 1 square short of the hole. And then you're going to over adjust your shot with Sniper 8 numbers at max distance with a plus 30% over adjustment. For hole 4, if you have an APOC 4, you're going to use a power 5 ball, and if you have an APOC 5 or 6, you're going to use a power 4 ball. You're basically going to use max top spin and max left spin. Try to use a side spin 3 ball if you can. I'm basically making it to where my yellow ring is just off the rough to the right hand side, so I'm kind of aiming down the center. I'm going to adjust my shot with a plus 10% over adjustment, and then I'm going to push up to max. I'm then going to do a full overpower shot, and my ball is going to be at the triangle of my curl line. If you do not have a side spin 3 ball, you are going to use just outside of the triangle for your curl. So hopefully this will get you up further to either in short iron range or max wedge range. So here I was up far enough to be in max wedge range. If you are in max wedge range, you're going to play with a plus 15% over adjustment of your shot. I basically just spun my ball to the hole and then adjusted at max distance with a plus 15% over adjustment of my shot. If you are in short iron range and you're playing on the fairway, you're going to be using a plus 10% over adjustment of your shot at the slider of your club. So again, the wedge is going to play with a plus 15% over adjustment of your shot, and the short iron is going to play with a plus 10%. I know there's a way of going to the right, but I still prefer to go to the left on hole 5. I'm going to be playing with whatever driver I'm using. I'm going to be doing max right spin with 4.5 top spin. I will be then looking for the ball guide to be just to the right of the fairway and my red ring almost touching the rough on the right. I'm then going to adjust my shot with a plus 20% over adjustment at mid distance of my club. So again, I'm playing this shot at mid distance with a plus 20% over adjustment of my shot, and then using baby right curl. The spider ladies have figured out where to aim for this funnel shot. So here she is basically aiming for the first dark square on the first row, basically at the top. So you'll see a dark square there. That's where your ball guide needs to go. It will either be 4 topspin or 5 topspin depending on where you land on your drive. So again, we're going to be playing this at 0% elevation at maximum distance of our club. It's going to be max right spin with 4 to 5 bars of topspin, however much topspin it takes to get you to that dark green square. I will have a picture of it here after this video. So here you can see the dark green square at the top as it curves in. That's what you are aiming for, is the first dark square in that top row of columns. It's basically the middle square. So again, aim for that point and that should hopefully drop for you. Here's another angle of another shot. It's aiming for that dark green square. So again, aim for the dark green square at 0% elevation at max distance. For hole 6, no matter what sniper you have, you're going to be using sniper 10 numbers at max distance with a plus 10% over adjustment of your shot. With a sniper 8, you're going to be starting at the plus 9 yard mark. With a sniper 9, you're going to be at the plus 5 yard mark. And with a sniper 10, you're going to be at the plus 3 yard mark. Your white ring is going to be touching the rough on the right, and the top of your white ring is going to be into the shadow at your plus yard mark. So here I was at the plus 3 yard mark. White ring touching the rough, 3 right spin, no top or back spin, and then I'm going to adjust my shot with sniper 10 numbers at max distance with a plus 10% over adjustment. If your wind angle is pointing toward the W, you're going to use baby right curl. If it is pointing toward the I, you are not going to use curl whatsoever. So again, we are using sniper 10 numbers no matter what sniper you are using. With a sniper 8, you're going to be starting at the plus 9 mark. With a sniper 9, you're going to be starting at the plus 5 mark, and with a sniper 10, you're going to be starting at the plus 3 mark. So here she has a sniper 8. She has sniper 10 in her app. She's going to basically do an over adjustment with sniper 10 numbers at max distance with a plus 10% over adjustment. 3 bars of right spin. Her white ring is going to be touching the rough, and she's going to be at the plus 9 yard mark. The replays are glitched, so she is at the plus 9 yard mark. She is then going to pull at an 11:59 pull angle. And then if your wind angle is pointing toward the W, she's going to use baby right curl. And if it's pointing toward the I, she's not going to use any curl at all. Here it was pointing toward the I when she opened up her game, or when the game started it was pointing toward the I, so she didn't use any curl at all. Huge shout out to Alex Wheels and the Spider Ladies for coming up with this shot and tweaking it as well. You ladies are awesome. Thank you. Again, we're going to be using sniper 10 numbers at max distance with a plus 10% over adjustment of our shot. With a sniper 8, you're going to be starting at the plus 9 mark. With a sniper 9, you're going to be at the plus 5 mark. And with a sniper 10, you're going to be at the plus 3 mark. Your white ring is going to be touching the rough, and then you're going to go up into that shadow until you get to your plus yardage mark. We believe that the middle of the yardage mark is going to be the better of the positions. Going too low can mean you can come in low, and going too high means you might go high on the shot itself. So try and aim for the middle of your yardage marker. So here she was at the plus 9 mark of her shot. She did 3 right spin, adjusted for sniper 10 max numbers with a plus 10% over adjustment, an 11:59 pull angle, and then she did baby right curl since her wind was pointing toward the W. I will have wind angle pictures at the end of the video. So here you can see her wind angle pointing toward the W. She's got a sniper 8, so she's going to do 3 right spin. She's going to start at the plus 9 yard mark, white ring touching the rough, and white ring also into the shadow at her +9 yard mark. She's then going to over adjust her shot with a +10% over adjustment with sniper 10 max numbers. You're going to pull at an 11:59 pull angle, and since the wind angle was pointing toward the W, she's going to give it baby right curl. If you have a sniper 9, you're going to start at the 5 yard mark, and a sniper 10, you're going to be at the +3 yard mark. So when your game first opens up, you'll notice the wind angle, and if it's pointing to the I, you're not going to use curl, and if it's pointing toward the W like here, you're going to use baby right curl. For hole 7, you're going to be using your quarterback and a kingmaker, 3 bars of right spin and 3 bars of top spin. Your blue ring is going to be cutting the tip of the shadow in half, and then you're going to adjust your shot at 1-to-1 or 1 wind per ring. So here my wind was 4.6, I adjusted for 4.6 rings. Your curl will be just outside of the ring to where your right ball edge is just outside of the ring. So here it's almost about a half a ball of curl. And you do want to try and hit perfect here because a great left can hurt. I have hit baby great left and it has been okay. A double great left is not going to be good. So again, you're going to adjust your shot at 1-to-1 or 1 wind per ring. If you find yourself missing low on this shot, you need to move up a tad on your setup. So instead of cutting the blue ring in half, move up a tiny bit from that position and then do the 3 bars of right and 3 bars of top. So here again, I am with a quarterback 10, cutting my blue ring in half by the tip of the ball shadow. If you are missing low, you want to move that forward a hair. So again, you're going to adjust your shot with a 1-to-1 adjustment or 1 wind per ring. So here my wind was 5.0 and I adjusted 5.0 rings. Again, your curl is going to be about a half a ball of curl. For hole 8, since most of you don't have a Thor, you're going to be using a big topper. Here I'm just showing you the double bounce over with a Thor 7. I believe it works with a Thor 6 as well. You're going to do max top spin. Your second bounce is going to be just before the rough line, and you're going to adjust your shot with a plus 15% over adjustment of your shot. And then you got to make sure that you don't overpower your shot or it will go long into the rough. There is another shot to do a single bounce over with your Thor 6 and 7. That is on a previous walkthrough, and you can go ahead and look at that because that has not changed. I was just messing around to see how the double bounce would go in. So I do like the single bounce better than the double bounce. It's less room for error. So here again, you can do a double bounce with your Thor 6 or Thor 7. You can also use it for a big topper. Here for the wedge, I'm just doing max right spin and max top spin, and I'm just offsetting to the right edge of the cup and then taking a normal shot. For hole 9, you're going to be adjusting your shot with a plus 20% over adjustment of your shot, no matter what driver you are using. Here I'm using 6 bars of top spin, but with the wind change, it is actually moving more towards a tailwind, and you're going to back off your top spin so that you can try and get into the same yardage. So if it's more of a tailwind, start backing off the top spin so that you can get your consistent drive back. So here again, I over adjusted my shot with a plus 20% over adjustment and then did about a quarter ball of curl. At 365, I know this plays at mid distance with a 0% elevation. Here I did 3 bars of right spin and 1 bar of top spin. When the wind angle starts becoming more of a tailwind, you're going to back off that top spin to about a half a bar of top spin. Your white ring is going to be into the rough and your ball guide tracing to the hole. And then you're going to basically adjust your shot and adjust as straight as you can. So again, guys, I hope these guides help. I hope hole 6 will drop for you guys. So far we are having a lot of success with the new shot on hole 6. This is for members only. We wanted to give you guys something exclusive that nobody else has. So hopefully our members are the only ones that get it. So again, guys, try to basically hit perfect. And happy golfing, guys. Thank you for your love and support as always. If there's any questions, please message me or Fenzel, and we will get to you as soon as we can. So remember, guys, hit perfect and good luck this weekend.